Hi, this is Norman. We're going to continue our look at Psalm 119 with verses 81 to 88. If you'd like to read along, go ahead and join me with verse 81. My soul fainteth for thy salvation, but I hope in thy word. Mine eyes fail for thy word, saying, When wilt thou comfort me? For I am become like a bottle in the smoke. Yet do I not forget thy statutes. How many are the days of thy servant? When wilt thou execute judgment on them that persecute me? The proud have digged pits for me, which are not after thy law. All thy commandments are faithful. They persecute me wrongfully. Help thou me. They had almost consumed me upon earth, but I forsook not thy precepts. Quicken me after thy loving kindness, so shall I keep the testimony of thy mouth. Now, as we look at these verses, we see a little more of something we've seen hints of several times as we look through Psalm 119, and that's the enemy, the persecution, the trials, the troubles that come along. And we start with verse 81 as the writer here says, My soul longs for, faints after your salvation, and I hope in your word. So I have a need, a driving need, a hunger for what God has to offer, for his salvation, and I hope, I place my trust in his word to provide me that salvation. So verse 82 goes on, said, Mine eyes fail for thy word, mine eyes long for your promise, saying, When will you comfort me? God, I need your comfort. I'm longing for you to comfort me and lift me up and help me, protect me, because I've been filled with trials and troubles and enemies all around. And here you have a very vivid description of what it feels like, what it looks like. For I have become like a wineskin in the smoke, like a bottle that they used to use made out of skins, animal skins. And it should be soft and supple and hold the wine in, hold the water in, whatever's in it. And if you put that over the fire, over the smoke and the heat, and leave it a long time, what happens to it? It gets hard and dry and eventually becomes worthless. It begins to leak. So here you read, I've become like that old wineskin, that old bottle that has been dried out and sat above the fire, and it's worthless now. But even in my condition, I've not forgotten what you have to say. God, I've kept my eyes on you. And even though I've kept my eyes on you, 84 says, I've kept my eyes on you, but how long? God, how many are the days? How long do I have to keep going on? When are you going to judge those that are persecuting me? God, I'm waiting for your salvation, for your judgment, for you to lift me up. Verse 85 continues that complaint. The people have, proud and insolent people have dug pitfalls for me. They don't live according to your law. They don't live according to your word. And they're trying to trap me. They're trying to pull me down. But verse 86, he doesn't get away from that basic platform that he has maintained from verse 1 of Psalm 119. All your commandments are sure. You are true. You are, I'm committed to following you. What you have to say is right and good. It's sure. They, my enemies, are persecuting me wrongfully. It's not right what they're doing. It's a lie. It's built on a lie. I need you to help me. You need to reveal the foundation that I stand on. So they've almost made an end of me, it says in verse 87, but I have not forgotten what you have to say. I have not left your precepts, your teaching, your law. God, I'm at the end of my rope. I really don't know if I can go on anymore. My soul is longing for your salvation, as we've already said, but I still have not left your word, your truth, because there is nothing else. And verse 88 ends with that. God, my life, quicken me after thy loving kindness. God, your love is what gives me life. And God, it's because of your love, because of your comfort, because of your mercy, that I'm able to keep your word, that I'm able to keep your testimonies, that I'm able to be what I am today. And so this section here, it is full of the complaints of a life that is under duress. It is in strain. I think sometimes we feel like, well, I shouldn't complain. Sometimes in our flesh we complain. But we can't leave the truth. And here you have consistently the complaint, God, I don't understand. How long is this going to go on? But I'm not going to forget what you've had to say. I'm going to continue to look at who you are and what you've had to say, and keep my eyes on your word. I'm not going to leave your precepts and your teachings and your truth. But in my human weakness, I still long for salvation. I still long for comfort. I long for an end to the current trial. And probably many of us today wish that the current trial we were under was over. If you're being quarantined, you probably wish you were out. If you're having to self-isolate, you probably wish you could go to the park. You probably wish you could go to the movies, go to a restaurant. There are many things that we might consider a trial today that we wish was over. And we ask how long. But in the midst of whatever situation you find yourself in today, don't forget what God has to say. He has something good for you today. His love is revealed even today, even in the midst of whatever situation you find yourself in. So keep holding on to the truths of His Word. Keep longing for His salvation. And we're going to keep moving along in Psalm 119 tomorrow with verse 89. Have a great day.